Critical factors, understanding, economic indicators, and stock prices. Here are the lessons to be learned from this blog. Lesson 1. GDP growth turbocharges the PSE by lifting profits and spirits. Lesson 2. Inflation's a wild card, mild keeps stocks steady. High sparks BSP, rate hikes that rattle the PSE. Lesson 3. BSP interest rates sway stock fates, low rates boost growth. High rates favor bonds. Lesson 4. Unemployment drives consumer cash flow, powering PSE retail and service stocks. Lesson 5. Trade balance crowns export champs or burdens importers on the PSE. GDP growth. The PSE's economic engine. Imagine gross domestic product, GDP, as the Philippines' economic fuel gauge. When it revs up, the PSE roars. A climbing GDP, say in 2025, means businesses like SM Investments thrive as malls buzz and property deals soar. More jobs and spending juice corporate earnings, sending stock prices zooming. Investors love it, confidence spikes, and the PSEI climbs. But a sputtering GDP? Trouble brews. Profits shrink, and stocks like Jollibee might falter as fast food splurges fade. For Filipino investors, GDP reports are a crystal ball strong growth screams buy, while a dip hints hold tight. This chapter reveals how GDP's ups and downs ripple through the PSE, turning economic muscle into stock market magic or mayhem. Buckle up to decode this powerhouse indicator. Inflation PSEs, sneaky frenemy. Inflation's a tricky player in the PSE story. A gentle rise signals a humming economy, think steady shopping at Purigold, keeping its stock cozy. But when inflation rockets, chaos strikes. Costs climb, profits erode, and the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, slams on the brakes with rate hikes. Borrowing gets costly, and growth stocks like Ayala Corp tremble. Yet, essentials think utilities or food might stand tall as Filipinos keep buying necessities. High inflation can stall PSE rallies, while tame levels keep the party going. This chapter peels back inflation's dual face, a friend when mild, a foe when wild. For investors, it's a must-watch. Master it, and you'll spot when to pounce or pause in the Philippine market's fiery dance. Interest rates. The BSP's stock market strings. Interest rates are the BSP's puppet strings, tugging PSE stocks up or down. Cut rates and borrowings cheap businesses like Megaworld build, BDO Unibank lends. And consumers splurge. Profits swell, stocks soar, and the market sings. But hike rates? The mood shifts. Loans tighten, growth slows, and investors eye bonds over stocks like tech startups. Banks get a twist, higher margins, but sluggish lending. Picture 2025, BSP tweaks rates to fight inflation, and sectors flip fast. Rate drop, shout, bull run, hikes murmur, watch out. This chapter cracks open how BSP's moves sculpt the PSE's peaks and valleys, turning policy into profit or pitfalls for sharp-eyed Filipino traders. Unemployment, the PSE's spending pulse. Jobs power the PSE's heartbeat. Low unemployment floods wallets, think Robinson's Retail cashing in as shoppers swarm, or Vistaland booming with homebuyers. Earnings jump, stocks climb, and optimism reigns. But rising joblessness, spending shrivels, profits tank, and stocks like Globe Telecom wobble as bills pile up unpaid. Employment stats are the PSE's mood ring, steady jobs, ignite rallies, layoffs, chill the vibe. Imagine 2025, a hiring boom sparks a consumer frenzy, lifting the market sky high, or a slump drags it low. This chapter dives into how the labor market's pulse drives the PSE, showing Filipino investors how every job report can spell boom or bust for their portfolios. Trade balance PSEs, global scorecard. The trade balance exports versus imports is the PSE's window to the world. A surplus pumps cash in San Miguel, food and beverage surges as exports soar. Electronics hum, and BPOs rake it in. Stocks in these sectors shine as the peso flexes. But a deficit? Imports drain funds, the peso stumbles, and Universal Robina's costs spike. A weak peso cheers exporters, while a strong one aids importers like retailers. In 2025, a trade win could turbocharge the PSE. A loss might stall it. This chapter maps how global trade steers the Philippine market, spotlighting winners and losers for savvy investors to snag or dodge.